Hello, good Saturday morning, everybody. I did it again today. I was just getting ready to say, you know, I'm glad it's a Saturday. It is March the 8th. Let me change this. Oh my goodness. It's like, can't you? And I can even spell Saturday. It's okay. There we go. All right. I was getting ready to say, don't you love the Zen music that comes on with the countdown? Oh, it's to put you in a good mood. It's put us all in a good mood. Anyway, I'm Chris Allen, and this is 270 Weather, weather for the 270 and beyond. Thanks for tuning in on this Saturday morning. It's rained maybe just a little bit. I don't think there was much of anything out there. We'll check some of the Kentucky Mesonet sites to see if there were actually any reports of measurable rainfall, but this thing just moved through pretty quickly. There's just not a whole lot that happened as far as rain last night. We'll check all that in a moment, but first, this is the weekend that we change time. Okay. This is it. You've been waiting for it. We've been counting down to this. And the daylight saving time spring forward opportunity here has presented itself, and it's if you want to stick around and wait and change your clocks at 2 o'clock tomorrow morning, that's up to you. I mean, that if you want to wait until that point, but I would suggest that before you turn in tonight, that you set your clocks ahead 1 hour. And this is just I used this graphic last night on News 40 at 5, 6, and 10 to show that here's sunrise this morning at 6:04. Here it is almost 7, and sunset this evening at 5:48. It's kind of been that way for a little while. Tomorrow, sunrise will be at 7:03 and sunset at 6:49, 10 minutes away from 7. Now it's going to start to really feel and look like spring. And it's about time. That's just to give you an idea. Set your clock ahead 1 hour, and don't forget to also check the batteries in your smoke detectors, any kind of alarms that you have that run on batteries. And as I mentioned yesterday, if you have one of these handy dandy weather radios, like I've been programming for years, over a decade now, and these are available through Ace Hardware, by the way. Um, you need to change the batteries in those. Even if the batteries are not bad, I would suggest that you go into that weather radio and whatever weather radio you have and just change the batteries. That way, they're never going to sit there and corrode and, not work. If the power goes off and you still need to listen to the weather radio, you're always going to have fresh batteries in there that are going to work. I think that's important. So make that happen. Okay, let's review. Yesterday, we had a high of 61. That was 10 degrees warmer than it was the day before, by the way, and 4 degrees above the normal of 57. We had a low of 33. No precipitation, again, that I could find for the past 24 hours, officially at the airport anyway. All these stats that you see there, they're from the airport. That's the official record keeping um, folks. Or that's where the records are actually taken, and then they're stored at Western Kentucky University and the National Weather Service for posterity. All right, here's a look at the radar. And again, if you got any rain, consider yourself lucky because there was just nothing. I mean, I think it was just still a tad too dry, and this system was pretty weak. You can see there's rain off to the east of us, northeast of us this morning, but nothing around here. Just very dry. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, just very dry. Let's go to the Kentucky Mesonet, and we can not only see the temperatures, but we'll also check on the precipitation if there's been any. So what I'm seeing this morning is 40s across the board. 44s seem to be the popular number here in Warren County. You've got some 45s and 46s over the Cumberland Plateau, low 40s kind of around us, low 40s. Yeah. Okay. Wind. I don't think there will be as much wind today as there was yesterday, although we're getting a north wind at 10 to 15, a little bit of a breeze. Let's check the gusts. Oh, wow, there's a little bit more than I thought. I haven't been outside yet. So usually I go outside at some point before I do this just to check on things, but I didn't go outside this morning. 20s. Yeah, as far as wind gusts, 15 to 20 to 25. So it is a bit breezy this morning. So that would mean maybe a little bit of a chill in the air. Yeah, makes it feel like it's in the 30s. Oh, oh, all right. Now let's check precipitation. I bet there's nothing. Nothing. Not even well, there might be a trace. Trace won't show up. But as far as measurable precipitation, rainfall, nothing. Nothing across our area anyway. Let's zoom out and see where it did rain. Well, it rained up toward Cynthiana, Cincinnati, northeastern Kentucky. Yeah, eastern Kentucky, just barely though. I mean, everybody less than a tenth of an inch as far as rain, very light. So that's who got the rain yesterday. Not a whole lot of nothing, pretty much. It just that system was really really weak. Okay, let's check the charts here, the surface maps. See what we've got coming at us next. There's our departing system and the area of low pressure in the cold front. Once it gets out of here today, I mean, skies have already started to clear here in Bowling Green. We'll see high pressure taking over, giving us a nice day. Then there's a system to our south, and I want to zoom out a little bit more and show you where you can see that. Notice high pressure dominates our weather. But as we get into tonight, here comes a system from the south that's going to try to push moisture north across Tennessee. But I think high pressure is going to keep us pretty much dry. This is midnight. Here we go, 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. Notice how close the moisture gets to us. I think we'll see clouds from this, but not the rain. The rain's going to stay south of us on Sunday. But if you go to places like Nashville or Murfreesboro or Columbia, Chattanooga, Jackson, Tennessee, places like that, you're going to see rain. This is Monday morning. That system moves east. Here's Tuesday morning. Things are dry, but notice the tight lines here. There's another breezy day coming once we get into Tuesday, Wednesday. And that's because of this system that'll be moving across the plains, which looks like it may indeed produce severe weather for that part of the country, but not for us. I don't think that's going to be the case. This thing is going to weaken a lot by the time it gets here. Here we are Thursday morning, low pressure system and cold front over the area with a chance of showers. And here's next Friday as the front gets jammed up a little bit um, and becomes stationary, kind of waiting on this next piece of energy coming in after that. Now, next weekend, this system, this one right here, look at this is that's very strong. Nine, oh, wait a minute. 983 millibar low pressure system. That is a very, very strong, very deep low pressure system, kind of like the one a few days ago that produced all the wind. This is another one of those that bears watching. Now, look at what it's got ahead of it. Storminess, even a dry line, which could help spark a lot of severe weather, maybe tornado type activity through parts of Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas. Yeah. And then look on the backside of it. With those tight lines there, that's going to be almost blizzard like conditions. Yeah. Colorado, Wyoming. That's crazy. But that's next weekend, next Friday into Saturday. I think there could be something next weekend that would be of significance if we're looking at the possibility of severe weather. That's still not a guarantee, and I know that as I talked about yesterday, the hype machine is already into high gear. When we look at upper winds, troughing, and the jet, it's going to be stout. It's going to be a very stout system. So this is going to be something that does indeed bear watching. The hype, though, I just wish that wasn't the case, but that we're never going to be able to stop that. It's just let them say what they're going to say, and we move on. So we go to the model blender. Here's a look at that. I think, yeah, 55 is a good number for today. We get down to about 36 tonight with some of those clouds coming in from that system that's over Tennessee. And then tomorrow we get up for your Sunday, 58 to 60. And then we go mid 60s, low 70s, even close to the mid 70s for much of next week, the end of next week. And here comes a parade of systems. The first one coming in really doesn't change temperatures that much, but it's that second system that I showed you that I do think will be one that brings the temperatures down, but still running just above normal for this time of the year, which is the mid 50s, upper 50s. We'll be in the low 60s for next weekend and the beginning of next week. That's not bad. We can handle that. So, yeah, the forecast as far as today goes, we're going to see after the morning clouds becoming mostly sunny, we'll go about 55. Then increasing clouds tonight, 36. Tomorrow, actually, that should say Sunday, not something else I forgot to change. But the forecast is correct. Becoming mostly sunny, 58, and then clear and 35 for Sunday night. And also remember today, today, tonight, actually, before you turn in, that's when you set your clocks ahead 1 hour. Those of you that go to church on Sunday mornings, you'll need to you'll need to pay attention. You need to make sure you do this, or you're going to get talked about from the pulpit. You know, one of those kind of deals. And then you'll have to go to the altar and you'll have to pray, which you should do anyway. But you'll really have to beg for forgiveness. I'm just kidding. All right, you guys, have a great Saturday. Thank you, as always, for watching 270 Weather and for watching News 40, WNKY, NBC, and CBS 40, because local matters. Have a great week.